bean bag.
Okay.
Okay, should we be just quiet?
I want to see if I can see you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're recording. I'll try to get in the picture a little bit. Okay, so thank you for being here today, and I'm very pleased with Bean's progress and work the last few weeks. The two skills that we practiced were leave it and loose leash walking. We practiced leave it way more than loose leash walking, more so because at my last training class, it was highly recommended to get him on board with loose leash walking because that can really prevent him from getting to garbage on the ground. So I'll show you how to do those two things in a little bit. For the sake of this written plan, I just have two terms. I use garbage for the stuff on the ground we don't want him to get to. And searching is the term that I use for when he's actively looking for stuff on the ground. So some management tips. Just, of course, I'm sure you do this already, but just to stay super attentive when you're walking Bean and scan his surrounding environment at all times. Even when you're scooping the poop, because he can sneak off and try to go for something. And of course, avoid trash parks. I find this park down here, I don't know the name, but there's picnic tables and lots of trash, especially on the way there.
Strawberry Creeks.
Yeah, so I would avoid those places, especially after barbecues or stuff like that. Bean seems to really look for stuff on the ground right when you leave the house and when you get back, because it seems like maybe the handler kind of relaxes at those times.
And also, I think because there is a bus stop.
Oh, okay.
There, and there's a little bit of garbage around.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so he definitely looks for that stuff. I would avoid letting him go into tall grasses or under landscaping, just because you can't see what's there. Sometimes he marks and then he kind of goes for something, lunges for something. So just to, be aware of that. And then after on garbage day, I would avoid those parts of the neighborhood where there's more trash. And then this was recommended to me by the academy because when we were trying to leave it, we decreased the distance every time to get him closer and closer to the object. And when he gets about 1.5 feet away, it's really hard for him to leave it. So I would just not even get within 2 feet of...
To do as much prevention.
Yeah, within 2 feet of the object. And, of course, he should never sniff a piece of garbage on the ground because it's potential for consumption. Okay, so the loose leash walking, one thing you can try to get is a no-pull harness, and I don't know if you've tried that before with him.
We have actually, we tried, gosh, I forget the name of it, but Bean basically has like no underarm hair.
Oh, okay.
So it's really, because I really wanted to use that, but it was really problematic in terms of the rubbing and fitting, and I went back more than once, so yeah, it's unfortunately.
So is the no pull a specific brand?
No, it's a kind. It's a general kind.
Type
Right.
of, but it's still
Yeah.
a specific type of. Was that the specific type we had when we
Oh
did
yeah,
that?
because it goes right from the front.
the chest. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it's what did I forget? Gentle Leader brand of the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was excited about that.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's bald.
It's okay, because I mean he does respond well to being rewarded while we're walking. And one thing I was concerned about is that, because when I practiced that day with the chicken, the loose leash walking, and I was trying to keep him next to me, it was just too much chicken, obviously, and he got sick. So I was thinking maybe you could use something like kibble or his breakfast meal or something that's easily digestible. And skip breakfast so he doesn't, have too much food.
Right. I've done the reverse too. Like have breakfast, and then since he's going to get treats throughout the day, I found this brand of another raw diet, but that's smaller, so he can have those as treats too.
That's great.
And
Okay.
I also use the salmon cut up in really tiny pieces.
Great.
Trim his dinner because he gets fed twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Perfect. So I'll try to teach you the loose leash walking. So the goal is that his leash, that Bean is always next to you in the center of the sidewalk, in the middle of the sidewalk while you're walking, and that the leash is slack, and you want to reward him. I'll show you. So you can start by saying his name, and then he picks up what you're trying to do, and then every time he looks at you or stays next to you, I don't know if you have a clicker or a way to say yes or something, and then you'll give him a treat. So I'm gonna bring the camera over here, and where did I put his leash?
Maybe it went here. Here it is.
Oh, I put it in my bag. That's weird.
When she said leave it before, he looked right at you.
Yes, that's what the goal is. Okay, so we'll
want
put
us to come down
yes,
here too?
come see. All right.
Are you using a clicker right now?
I am, yeah.
We do have a
So-
clicker. I tend to use like Good Boy or like Bingo.
Oh, okay.
And then if I don't, I haven't used a clicker in a long time. It's just one. But I know they all love it.
Okay, would one of you be willing to hold the camera because it's a
Yeah.
little dark on the table? Oh, thanks.
So it's already on.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. So
Okay, Bean. All right, so come here, buddy. Let's hope he's not too distracted.
Do you want me to come over too or no? Just-
It's okay. We'll just go back and forth.
Okay.
Okay, buddy. Good boy. See, just because you looked at me, I'm going to give him something. Okay, let's go. Bean.
Can't tell if I'm getting them. Well, it's basically because the sun is in my eyes and I
So you
can't
can
see.
fade out saying his name, and he'll just start looking at you. You don't have to reinforce this much. You can try to fade it out. Like every 10 steps, every 20 steps, every 30 steps. But he's pretty good about checking in a lot, so.
But you don't say loose leash. You're just saying because he's looking at you,
Yeah,
and it's just that connection that you have.
yeah. So you don't have to say his name and then give him something. He'll just start looking at you.
Yep.
So. Turn around. And then when you turn around, it's good to reinforce him turning around. Okay? So he's just great. So let's try to leave it. And I hope he won't lunge for this. Maybe I don't want you to touch this stuff because it's got his. So, good boy, he knows what we're doing. So what I've been doing at the park, sit. He's asking him to sit, stay, stay. Oh. Okay, leave it. Let's try again. Let's try again. He's usually pretty good at this. Being ready? Leave it. Leave it. So close. Come on, let's do a drive-by. Let's do a drive-by. Leave it. Leave it. So when he looks at it, that's when you say leave it. Not when it's harder when he's lunging.
Yeah, yeah.
Leave it. Okay, I'm gonna let him have it. Okay, Bean. Good job, Bean. Thank you. Do you guys want to try?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess then what I would say to him is I say, take it. So
Okay.
he has permission.
Yeah,
Because I think what's confusing since it's the same food,
Since it's
he's like,
forbidden.
I'm going to clean up.
that's a good idea. Okay, I'll plant the little food,
Okay.
and then here we go.
Well, that's a fancy clicker.
I know.
Yeah,
Better than the ones we had a long time ago.
I'm gonna watch you go, Danielle.
I'll give you a few of these little bits, and I'll plant some sweet potato over here. Okay, far away.
Good Bean.
So when he sees it, say leave it.
Leave it.
Oh, he's looking at me.
Bean. Bean. Good boy, Bean.
I'm missing him.
Let's walk. Come here.
Okay, now.
Leave it. Oop.
Yeah. Gotta be right when he sees it.
He got it?
I didn't know where it was, so I was like, Bean. Good boy, Bean.
Okay. Reinforce that. So look.
Good
Yeah.
job. Leave it. Good job. Leave it. Bean. Try again with some here. Leave it. Good job. I didn't say leave it at the right time.
Might be too close.
Leave it.
Good boy.
Good job, Bean. Bean.
And then
Good job. Bean. Leave it.
yeah.
Oh well, come on.
Okay. So let me try to take this away.
Is it like potato mush chicken?
Sweet potato.
Oh, it is sweet potato. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try to just do a leave it without him, without there being anything there.
Okay.
And see how he does. Okay, buddy.
You're going with Danielle now, bud.
Shoots. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Nothing there, buddy. Okay, come. Leave it. So you can practice the leave it even when there's nothing there and you're just walking
And getting him
down
to-
the sidewalk, getting him to
to
look
look.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so leave it is really for loose leash walking or for
Well,
they're kind of connected, huh?
yeah, the loose leash should come before the leave it. So there should always be a loose leash. And
I
then-
see. You want to just constantly be reinforcing that you're looking at me and you
Yeah.
don't need to be walking out at the end of your leash.
And then when he sees something, immediately you want to say leave it.
Right.
To keep-
like
get
I
his
wasn't
focus
saying
back
it soon
on.
enough at
Sort-
all.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah.
And then,
Right.
So-
because it's he knew it was out there still.
yeah.
Bean. Good boy. Can you clean
Yes.
my hand?
Good job, Bean.
Good job, Bean. Okay.
Your
So-
store.
You're so good at that sit. Okay. So, let's see. There's a few more things. Maybe we can go sit back up there.
So it's him watching it.
Yeah, when he sees it.
Well, it's a little
That's the
different
thing,
in a
'cause when
setup
he's
thing.
Out, yeah, because he knew it was there. When
Yeah.
he's out, his nose is like in charge, like it's that.
Right. I was even thinking of if there's a way to say the leave it when his nose goes low to the ground, especially
Right.
if there's momentum on the leash.
Right. If he suddenly starts to pick up.
Yeah.
Or yeah, but like you say, even like getting his nose closer to smelling. It
Yeah.
means he's starting to smell something, so leave it and come back
Yeah.
with your focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he even really can smell anything.
Right.
Because sometimes he's just smelling the trace of something. You see nothing and he's smelling it, you know.
Right.
Right, when you said there's nothing there, and I thought, not to him. There's
Right.
a tiny morsel he knows is there
Right,
somewhere, right?
right.
That nose, that's where I'm wondering if he's part beagle. His nose is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. And he used to live in this neighborhood, right? Or
Yeah.
live nearby, so he probably knows that there's stuff around here.
Oh, yeah.
Either lived or was often visited. We're not totally clear about that family
And
Okay.
I
that
think,
had given him up, yeah.
He was allowed to do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, they had other things to worry about.
yeah.
He was just there.
Okay, let me just make sure we covered everything. So with the leave it, you want to reward every time so that it's a guaranteed response.
Right, that he's successful.
Yeah, and maybe with the loose leash walking, you could do more of an intermittent reinforcement. So, you know, every 20 steps, 30 steps, 70 steps, you know, he's pretty good about staying close.
Oh,
once
sorry,
you
I
have
wasn't
something
pointing
in your
well.
pocket. Right, Bean? Good boy. So,
I'm not going to leave your side, Danielle.
okay, so I want to give you a break from the camera, and we'll put
Okay.
we'll put it on the table up there. And there's a couple more things
Yeah,
to
I
talk
did
about.
pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Spacing out and pointing it upwards.
Thank you so much. Okay, so you can also just practice the leave it, you know, when there's nothing. Let's go up there so I can put the camera on the table. When there's nothing
You
there.
want to repeat what you're saying so it doesn't get it on the table.
Okay.
I'd like to try again, just like with another.
Sure.
You're so boy, buddy. I think I'm the one who really has to work on that. I just let it go me all over the place.
Yeah, it's kind of
It seems like after he poops, then it's much easier to get him to pay a little more attention.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah. Like
Yeah, he
some of it
just-
is just like, I'm excited, I want to smell, I want to go.
Oh, yeah,
And,
it's got
and
to
my
poop
body's
first.
kind of getting going. And
that
then,
makes sense.
And then I just kind of don't worry about it in the beginning because I sort of feel like I'm fine. But, you know, maybe later I can start to do that. Like, as I start
Thank you.
working with it
Good
more.
boy.
Or try to start in the beginning. But I
And-
just don't expect a lot of success with my habit with him.
Yeah.
You know, with me,
It's-
my success.
And it's hard to, you know, pause every, you know, few steps or 20 steps or whatever.
He's making
to-
you pause too, though.
Being down.
Does he ever go to the bathroom in the backyard before you leave? Or?
He'll pee. He doesn't always poop.
He really
Okay.
likes the walk to poop. You
Okay,
know, like let
yeah,
my
yeah.
body get it going.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Which is kind of annoying because we had a dog that would poop in the back.
Yeah.
I have to walk you now.
Yeah.
As long as you can poop. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Get up early and everything. I was wondering if maybe for some exercise for him, if he doesn't get enough when you're practicing the loose leash walking.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't call that exercise for him.
Yeah, like the marina off leash section is usually it's pretty
we
clean,
started going
pretty,
there again.
Yeah.
Recently, yeah.
pretty trash free, and it doesn't seem. I mean, every so often he'll kind of spurt and run, but you know you could just do laps around the off leash section and get him some exercise. You know, Tilden would be a good place, although. I just got a message on my dog walking Facebook page that a group of a pack of dogs and their dog walker were walking in Tilden and some crazy guy pulled a knife on their dog. So there's crazy people out there, but I don't think, you know.
Yeah, we were just at Skyline, what was it, Redwood Regional. What's that one called?
Well, you mean the other one up in San Joaquin?
The one
one
that we
I
just
like,
went.
Bayview Sequoia Trail.
Yeah, that's a great trail.
Okay. And then, you know, I'm sure you know the aquatic park would be good for him. Albany Dog Park is usually pretty clean of trash. Hi, sweetie.
Where's Albany Dog Park?
It's Thousand Oaks and about Santa Fe in that area. And they keep it pretty clean. There's enough space to run around. It's fenced in. The owners are attentive and the dogs are well behaved. It's not like a loney where you're not sure what you're going to encounter.
Yeah, he's not so into that.
Yeah.
I'm not so into dog parks.
Yeah. And then for the leave it, you know, if you can find a higher than kibble value treat
Right.
to get him to respond.
Right.
So that's all I have. So thank you so much. Thank you, Bean, for all your hard work.
He's like,
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off.
look at that little nose of yours.